Productivity is a measure of efficiency of a person completing a task. We most times confuse productivity as getting more things done in a particular time or day. This is wrong. Productivity is getting important things done consistently. And when we say important things, it could mean studying a particular course, writing a script, getting enough rest throughout the day, or even watching a movie or playing a game. No matter how many books or videos on procrastination we watch, we all struggle with procrastination. Procrastination is the act of delaying or postponing an action or to just put off doing something. This is very much around us today with all the temptation around us. So how do we stop procrastinating and get things done fast? Hey friends, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, I'm Samuel. I'm a second year medical student currently studying in Russia. And on this channel we discuss techniques and strategies to make us more productive, better students, and be happy in our lives. So if you love to see more videos on this content, then you should consider subscribing to this channel and turning on the bell notification so you don't miss out on any content on this channel as they drop twice a week. Yeah, I mean twice a week. This week I started a series called Read Time Motivation Midnight Study with Me, where I take you on how I study in medical school using the Pomodoro technique. Okay, to subscribe to this channel so you don't miss out on any of this content. We're going to be talking about how we can actually stop procrastinating and get things done fast. And the way this video is going to be structured, I'm going to leave a timestamp in the description box below and also in the pinned comment down. So if you want to skip to any part of this video, feel free to skip, but trust me, every single bit of this video is very interesting and very informative. First thing I would love us to take note is what I learned from Mel Robbins, who is an American author, motivational speaker, and a host. And she said, we are not procrastinators. We just have the habit of procrastinating. If we understand the fact that we are not procrastinators and we just have the habit of procrastinating, we can actually learn how to avoid procrastinating in crucial cases. Another thing we have to understand is that for everyone, you watching and me, procrastination is a way of stress relief. We resort to procrastination when we are stressed or we want to avoid being stressed. If you say procrastination is a habit, then we can actually understand it by learning the 3 characteristics of habits. The first one is triggers. So for all habits, there's always something that triggers them. And in the case of procrastination, Mel Robbins goes on to explain the fact that there is always a trigger for procrastination, and this trigger is always stress. The second characteristic of habit is that we repeat a particular pattern over a particular period of time. And in the case of procrastination, she explained that we repeat the pattern of trying to avoid something for a particular reason. And this reason comes in the third characteristic of habits. There's always a reward after we perform this particular habit or this pattern over a particular period of time. And of course, in the case of procrastination, the reward is a little bit of stress relief from whatever we are facing at a particular point in time. And let me explain this to you very well. The habit of procrastination is triggered by the presence of stress. And for me, like 2 weeks ago, I prepared for a particular histology class. I studied very well for the class. And on getting to the class, the man asked me, or the teacher asked me, a question I've never actually heard of in histology. And of course, I failed that particular question in that class that particular day. Then after the class, I was very, very disturbed. And the whole mental stress was just upon me that I literally studied for long hours or for a long time before this class, and I came to just fail. Then this procrastination goes to the second stage of us wanting to perform a particular pattern, which is avoiding to do something. That day, what I really wanted to avoid was going to church for the prayer meeting, because after all that happened, I just didn't want to be bothered by the 40 minutes on the bus to church or even the 1 hour 30 minutes prayer that we're going to have in church. Procrastination habit already moved to the second characteristic or second stage of me wanting to actually avoid to do something. Most times when we're about to procrastinate or when we want to procrastinate, we love to do something else that will probably give us the reward quicker than what we are meant to do. So because I wanted to get a reward which is relief from stress very quickly, I went over to a friend's room to play game. Then this whole process gets to the third stage of getting a reward, and in my case, I was relieved after laughing while winning and losing in the games that I played in this room. Take note, I actually went to the prayer. I'm explaining this in another way. The biggest problems we face that lead to procrastination are the fact that sometimes we believe we need motivation to actually get some things started, or we need motivation to start to do a particular job or task. Sometimes we're also faced with challenges that are actually very, very hard, or sometimes we do them so often that they are now boring to us. These are the 3 primary reasons I think can actually lead to people procrastinating to do a particular task or job. And if we understand these problems, then we can actually move to how we can solve these problems. To the first solution, and this first solution actually tackles the first problem that we face when it comes to procrastination, which is that we believe we need motivation to get some things done or to start to do something. This is very wrong because motivation is not what we get when we do something, but what we get after we do something. You understand, I don't need motivation to take my bath every day. I don't need motivation to go brush my teeth or to go to class every day. But we are forced to believe that we need motivation when we're on our bed in the midnight to actually get up and start studying. And this is very wrong because what actually gets things started is discipline, not motivation. And motivation is what we actually get from getting these things started or getting these things done. One thing I would love to talk about has to do with the momentum of what we're trying to do. And this I learned from watching one of Ali Abdal's video. He explained the fact that the friction we face before we get something started is far greater than the friction we face after it's already started. And this is just like a snowball effect. You try to roll a snowball up a cliff, it's very hard for you to get this snowball up to the cliff. But as soon as you get the snowball up to the cliff, the snowball now to roll down the cliff is very easy. In fact, you literally don't do anything anymore for you to roll the snowball back down on the cliff. This can actually be applied to getting things done because we face a lot of friction to actually get this thing started. But after we get it started, according to Stephen Kotler, flow state is just a state of optimal brain performance where the brain or our focus, we are totally oblivious of what's going on in our surrounding, but we're so engulfed or so interested in what we're particularly doing at that point. To get this solution working, there are actually two rules I've learned, and the first one is the 2-minute rule. And the 2-minute rule states that if there's anything on your mind to do or on your to-do list that will take you 2 minutes or less, then you should probably do it immediately, just like putting a trash bag in the trash can. This way we're getting the less important things off our minds or the to-do list. Just have an understanding of the most important things that we need to get done. And the second rule is actually the 5-minute rule, or some people call it 10 minutes rule, or some people 15 minutes rule, whatever amount of time. This rule states that we try to trick our brain that we're going to particularly do a job for that particular amount of time. So let's say it's a 5-minute rule, then I decide to trick my brain that okay, I don't feel like doing this thing at this particular time, but let's just get it done for just 5 minutes. And after 5 minutes, I'm just going to walk away, go to play a game, go to watch a movie, or just go to sleep. It's like when I was trying to write the script for this video that I've been procrastinating since last week. Today when it was almost getting to the evening and I still didn't feel like actually writing the script, so I just told myself I'm just going to do some research on this topic, watch some of the videos I already saved earlier. Before I knew it, I was already 2 hours into writing this script and I was already learning more than I was going to even add to the script. The last solution I would love to talk about is if the work is too boring, then just make it more interesting. When I was about to write this script, there was a lot of friction for me to get this work started. So I decided to just make it more interesting. I decided to get a cup of coffee. I decided to spread peanut butter in the loaves of bread and just enjoy my life as I write the script. And just like today now, instead of shooting the whole video sitting in one position, I decided to shoot or have shots in different positions in different places so that I can get more interested and just comfortable with the whole process. Finally, on this video, there are some tips I would love to talk about that will help us get things done in a faster way. The first one I would love to talk about is the use of virtual deadline. Let's say I have an essay to submit on the 25th of this month. I don't have to wait till 2 a.m. on the 25th of this month and get myself so worked up. I want to submit it by 9 a.m. So instead of me waiting till 25th of this month, I decided I want to actually get this essay done before the 19th of this month. And these virtual deadlines are just to help us, to keep us in check. And if I work towards this virtual deadline, I get this work done before the 19th of this month. And of course, I've got the work done faster, and between 19th and 25th, I can actually enjoy my life and do any other thing that I have to do in my life. Another tip I would love to talk about is the use of to-do list correctly. I know most of us love to use to-do list. Personally, I love to use Notion for all my tasks that I have to do in a day. But do we actually use this to-do list correctly? And when I mean correctly, sometimes I could just wake up and write in my to-do list that throughout today I want to shoot a YouTube video. But this to-do list is so vague, and 90% of the time I'll probably just procrastinate this till it's almost the time for me to upload the video. But I could actually do this in a better way. Let's say I want to shoot a YouTube video. I could rather write things like research for the script, shoot the A roll, shoot the B roll, color grade the video, add the text, upload the video on YouTube, optimize the video. And this makes what I have to do clearer, and it also helps me to be able to prioritize what I have to do and the ones I can do first and the ones I can put to do later. Finally, on this tip, do not forget to take breaks, because breaks are one of the things that actually help us to increase our focus, maximize our efficiency when we are solving a particular task. And this kind of tells the brain when you're particularly doing a task that very soon you're going to be done and you're going to be having your break, or there's a light at the end of the tunnel. And this is why most time when I study, I love to use the Pomodoro technique, where I study straight for 40 minutes without doing anything else, and then after that I move to have 10 minutes of break. And after about 4 to 5 sessions of this Pomodoro, I of course go to play game and enjoy my life, because I earned it. That's been it, guys. If you're still here, thank you so much for watching up until this moment. If you love the video, please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel if you haven't, and don't also forget to share this video to all your friends so that we can all learn how to stop procrastinating and how to get things done fast. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Don't forget to drop something for me in the comment section. Either ways, that's been it. Thank you guys for watching, and catch you guys very soon in the next video. Peace. Productivity when we are particularly, or maximize our efficiency when we are particularly doing a particular task. When we are solving a particular task. Second year medical student currently studying in Russia, and hey friends, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, hey friends, welcome back to the channel.